ask my leader some questions. And my leader is my mother. Is there any questions in the audience? Yes?
I was just wondering, what does your leader, your mom, do?
She takes care of us, and she feeds us. She plays with us. Well, and she's done with school now.
So then, what does she have a job?
Yes. She works at the laboratory. And here comes my leader right now, my mother. Hello, Mother. So, I'm going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
About how you feel. How did your choices and your experiences as a child help you to be a good leader?
My experiences as a child, my mom never held me back from doing anything I really wanted to do. If I really wanted to do it, she said go for it, and she kind of helped me, but not really. She kind of made me do it on my own.
How did you affect the choices of others?
How do I affect the choices of others? I try to be a good mentor. I make sure I do the right thing and stick up for those that need a helping hand.
What leadership qualities do you have?
I possess the biggest one, and that is being a mother. I do the right thing.
What are some of your accomplishments?
Some of my accomplishments, my most important, are my 3 girls. And so far, they have been able to stay out of trouble all the time. Okay. Then I've gotten my bachelor degree in college, and I have worked in a laboratory for about 10 years. And now I have my master's in healthcare administration, which is probably pretty boring for your class.
How are you a leader?
I try to be accountable. And being accountable for your actions is very, very important in being a leader. Not blaming somebody else for something that somebody's done. You have to accept that you can do good things and you can also make mistakes. And when you make mistakes, you tell people it was your mistake, not somebody else's mistake.
But it's okay if you make mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you just have to...
You can always fix it.
That's right. You just have to make sure that you are accountable, that you express that it was your fault, not somebody else's fault.
How do you help the community?
I would say I help the community by being an avid member of my child's life. any spare moment I have, I try to make them a better person. And I help people.
That are sick.
When I work in the laboratory, I help the doctors diagnose diseases that people have.
Yes. What is your job and why is it important?
My job as a mom is raising girls, 3 girls, and to be wonderful ladies that make the right choices. I know, but that's my major job. And then my laboratory job is I draw blood and I collect urine specimens and run blood tests and do different urine tests and other kind of specimens, throat swabs, you name it, cultures.
Why is it important?
Because it helps diagnose patients that are feeling ill.
Who was your role model?
So many people. I would have to say my number one role model was my older sister, because my older sister is your Aunt Tammy, and she was very sweet and caring, and she volunteered at different places to help elderly people that were unable to get around, and she delivered them meals, special meals, and helped out in that way.
Okay. How did you become a leader?
I worked very hard at it, and I realized that I have something to offer by being a great mentor and caring and making the right decisions.
What advice do you give others on how to be a good leader?
If you know that somebody is doing something wrong, say bullying, you need to speak up and stick up for those people. And if there's any problems, you go and tell somebody. You make sure that it doesn't really matter if that your friends don't agree with what you're doing to try and help somebody. You just do it.
Why did you become a leader?
I think we have leadership qualities in all of us.
Okay.
It just depends on how much effort you can put into being a good leader.
Okay, we are all done.
Well, thank you for having me, class. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.